By the way, I just want to say something. Shower scam. I love your content so much, and you'll always be my favorite YouTuber. Keep up the amazing work. Freeze. Freeze. Stutter, 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 stutter. Freeze. Freeze.
Right? Now.
Here's the problem.
Maybe look at yourself. Maybe you're the fucking problem.
I don't understand that a thrown item like that is considered a projectile. Like, I would think a projectile would be...
like a magic spell, like magic missile, right?
Or like, you're shooting a lightning bolt, you're throwing a fireball.
That's a projectile to me.
I'm not thinking a projectile is a legendary weapon, but that's on me.
Right? Totally. That's on me.
You screwed it up for me. You always screw everything up.
That, if I didn't understand that that was going to be a projectile, alright? I even said, let's try it.
And it's hilarious. I throw it, it just goes bink right off his force field, comes right back at her.
Oh, bonk.
Hits her right in the face. It's funny as hell. Like,
Alright, well,
I gave it a shot, it didn't work.
but now ensues. Alright?
The comedy of errors that this game did in this fight.
So eventually what ends up happening is...
Hold on. Remember when I told you this guy was aborted 30 years ago and he was a freak? Well, I should have wiggled my fingers, trilled my R, and said, freak!
the spear lands on the ground.
For some reason, Karlach drops the spear.
Alright?
And I think it was because, again, I threw it at an enemy. It was a regular enemy, not Gortash. And they also had the projectile ability. And here's what happened. I actually watched it back and I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm bored. You're boring.
DSP.
I'm gonna go watch TV.
So just by logic alone, even if she hit herself,
With a move.
she should auto-catch the spear because it connected. But the game says,
Oh, well,
in this case, she hit herself with her own move that caused her to go prone. So even though in this case she should catch the spear, cancel out that line of logic and just make her fall and the spear hits the ground.
that makes absolutely no sense.
Since you got your degree, and you know every fucking thing.
From any logic perspective, it doesn't. They just arbitrarily decided, in this case, erase this line. Even though this is how it works the whole game, in this case, just erase this line of code in this certain random, very rare situation, and there's no way you would ever know that. That's their own judgment call to say, erase this outcome, even though it happens every other time, because we feel like it.
It's crap. It's bad.
It's not logical at all. By logic standards, spear connects, Karlach catches it, don't care if she went prone or not, she should still have the spear in her hand.
Nope.
The game just fucks up.
Hey you, do you suck at every video game you play?
Like, okay, whatever you say.
Alright, that's bullshit. So now,
The spear is on the floor. Karlach has no weapon. Luckily for me, I have other things I can throw.
but I want that goddamn spear back, right?
First of all, that's her whole build. And if I don't get that spear back, she's basically going to be kind of worthless for the rest of the playthrough.
So now,
The spear's on the ground, so what am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do.
No, with your damn big mouth, damn it. Shut your mouth, will you? Yeah. Bullshit.
You can pick items up off the ground and throw them.
okay. So again, I use, what do you call it? Frenzied throw, okay?
What had happened was I was using Shadowheart, and I used her Sunbeam, and I was trying to hit enemies, and apparently the Sunbeam passed through the enemies and blew the generator off the wall, so all the shields went down completely by luck.
So by dumb luck, I'm actually going to win this boss fight because I was losing badly. Okay.
But I very, very chance start coming back. I'm like, oh shit, I can't believe this.
That's right.
Whether you drink gin every night in a martini or mix it with tonic water, you may be wondering what this alcohol does to your body.
So,
I said, the shield's down. Now's my chance. If I can stun lock Gortash, we're going to win this fight.
even though we were on the ropes.
So I have Karlach get up, walk across the room, pick the spear up as an environmental object,
Off the ground.
which should now technically make it an object in her inventory, but apparently who knows how they code this fucking game.
Right?
Everyone has this friend, sister, a parent, or even a colleague that exhibits the sign of a know-it-all. Some think of themselves as infallible, and they believe that they have the solution to every problem.
She throws the spear. The spear hits Gortash, The spear hits her. The spear hits everyone in an area of effect and makes everyone go prone.
And the spear disappears from the game world. Completely. Just gone.
Banned, 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 banned. Gone. Forever.
It's literally erased. Okay?
So if that's fucked up, okay,
Obviously,
there's going to be other stuff that's fucked up.
As well. Right?
So the whole mechanic shouldn't exist if it's not refined enough to not be
a wanky.
Fuck you! You're a fucking wanker! We're gonna punch you right in the balls!
a janky, wonky, not consistent thing. If it's a mess, don't put it in the fucking game. But they didn't care. They said, we're going to put it in, and now how many people are going to have issues
with
game mechanics like this? And it's stupid, because the game mechanic is great. As it worked, it was amazing. She's one of the best characters in the whole game.
When she has this build. And now...
Jeez, why don't you go cry about it?
The one item that made this build work.
Right? Disappears from the game. Then that makes sense. Right?
But, I mean, again, if I'm wrong, correct me, but there has to be, like, a ruling body on this stuff when you're playing D&D, because it wouldn't always fit, right? There might be issues that need to be resolved.
There is no dungeon master playing a video game. And that's the problem.
So this obviously is a situation.
There is absolutely
no
situation whatsoever where this spear should just be yeeted from the game. Just zoop!
Up into space or...
into another dimension, or maybe it got shoved up Gortash's ass and you can't get it out.
I don't know where it is. I don't care.
Shit that people care entirely too much about. Way too much about.
It shouldn't have happened. Even if the spear, again, didn't connect properly and missed or whatever, which it didn't, it did connect.
It hit everybody.
It should still land on the floor again. We literally just saw that a turn before when it bounced off of someone, came back and hit Karlach. She fell and the spear landed on the ground.
Right?
So why on the holy hell, the second time that the second thing happened again,
did it have a different outcome?
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
So they're done with this.
They don't give a shit.
You know?
This is something that absolutely should be fixed, and I doubt they ever will, because I bet you're not going to see many or any real improvements moving forward. They made their big announcement.
Right? Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe they'll do the right thing and continue to go back and fix things like this. But this is awful.
All right? 130 hours. Play.
A build specific to this weapon that works and has beaten big-ass endgame bosses, and now I'm going to be cheated out of that because the game doesn't work.
Jeez, what a little crybaby.
You gonna cry all day, crybaby? You know, everyone has problems. It doesn't mean you have to be a little crybaby about it.
It's fucked up. Alright?
And now you might say, well, it's probably on the ground. No, I searched. Watch the video from yesterday. I did the area search. You hold down X and it does the circle on the ground. It's not there. I finished the fight, by the way. I beat Gortash.
And then it's just gone. Alright? Now what's funny is...
You're not funny and nobody likes you.
Okay? So what we gotta do, when we boot up today, is we have to try to fuck around with the game. Maybe just by reloading the...
It'll be there. Maybe.
But if I continue to play, that means I lose the item forever?
Right? What?
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right? And like I said...
I did do the area search, and it's not on the floor. So some people are like, oh, it's under Gortash's body. It's literally not there. I've tried. So maybe it is in his inventory. Why would it be in his inventory?
Like I said...
Did it literally get stuck up his ass when I threw it, and so it's, like, attached to him now? It doesn't really make much sense at all.
Alright.
Okay, enough with the bullshit.
Our checkers have entered all of the merchandise into their registers. Now we're ready to hit the total buttons and find out who won the big sweep.
All right.